It's a Tuesday night, it's 9 p.m. I had work most of today. Not a whole lot's going on today that's really interesting, except I'm packing. Because as you saw in the title of this video, I'm moving soon. But before we talk about the details around that, let me first tell you how I got here. In this apartment, in this room where I'm at right now. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that I grew up in Illinois, just 45 miles west of Chicago, in a suburb called Aurora. Yes, that Aurora from Wayne's World. I lived there from when I was born all the way to when I left for college. And then from college, I moved to Chicago, and I lived in Chicago for over 7 years. And then from Chicago, I moved to Orlando. I lived in Orlando for a year and a half. It was really fun. I really liked it, but I needed that big city again. And Orlando's not a big city. It's a cool city, but it's not a big city. So I saved up some money and I finally decided to move here to New York City. It is really difficult to find an apartment in New York City when you're here, let alone when you're not here. And I wasn't here. I was in Orlando, and applying for apartments was just going nowhere. So I luckily had a friend, my friend Katie Mack, who you've probably seen, again, if you've been watching my videos for a while. She allowed me to stay on her couch for a month, the first month that I was here. That first month, I was at her apartment in Hamilton Heights, actually, up in the northern part of Manhattan. It was pretty cool. I loved the neighborhood, and it was a great place to spend the first month living here in New York City. But shortly after that, during that first month, when I was looking for apartments, a friend of hers, my now roommate, David, had this room open. He was looking for an apartment because his best friend, one of his best friends who was living in this room, was moving out to move in with his girlfriend. So I came to the apartment. I came to Astoria, where I live now, and I checked out the apartment, and it was a great size. It was a good price, and so I said, let's do it. Let me move in. So July 1st of 2013, I moved into this apartment, this room here, and I've been there ever since. So for 4.5 years, this place has been my home. There has been no other place that I've ever lived other than where I grew up that I've lived for a longer amount of time. From when I left to college to when I moved into this apartment, I moved at least once a year, every single year, sometimes 3 or 4 times during that year. And moving sort of sucks. The act of moving is not fun. Being in a new place and meeting new people is really cool. I really love that. But moving sucks. So I was not upset to have lived here for 4.5 years. Plus, finding an apartment in New York City sucks. It's not a great process, not at all, and it's an expensive process. But a friend of mine recently said that he was moving out of his apartment and asked if I wanted to move into his. So I said yes. December 1st of this year, 2017, I'm moving from this place here in Astoria, where I've lived for 4.5 years, to Bushwick/Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. I'm moving from Astoria, Queens to Brooklyn. As you heard during my story, I've never lived in any other borough except for this one, aside from the month that I lived in Manhattan. So I'm really super excited to live in Brooklyn. I'm super excited to live in a new place. The apartment I'm moving into is a studio apartment, a studio garden apartment. So it'll be me all by myself. There are other people, I'll have housemates that live in the house, but the apartment itself is all mine. And I'm gonna have tons of great space. I'll be able to make a small studio where I can film this stuff where it's not in my bedroom. I'll be able to have a massive desk where I can make stuff. I'll have a backyard. I'll have this amazing kitchen. I'll have a washer and dryer, which, if you know New York City, that is one of the premier amenities. I'll have a washer and dryer. So I'm super, super excited to move. And again, it's happening in less than a month. I've got a ton of packing to do. Let me show you real quick. I mean, look at all of this. You can see I'm sort of packing stuff up already, but all of that I need to sort through. I'm halfway sorted through my clothes. That closet's full of stuff. Everything here on my desk. Everything. So I've got a lot of work to do between now and December 1st, but all of the stuff that is relevant to you, the process of moving, the process of decorating my apartment, building out this studio-sized apartment space to suit my needs and to to be someplace where I can feel like home, I'm gonna show all of you. If you are familiar with New York and you're familiar with Brooklyn, you'll know that Bushwick and Bed-Stuy are very popular neighborhoods right now. I'm really looking forward to moving into this really vibrant and young neighborhood from Queens. I love Astoria. I love it so much. There's tons here, and the neighborhood's very safe. It's very cool, but Bushwick is a very different neighborhood, and I'm really looking forward to moving there and showing you all of that and exploring this new place and taking you along. So I hope that you're as excited about this as I am. There's going to be a lot of really great content centered around Brooklyn because I'll be there. I'll live there. And prior to this, getting to Brooklyn was just a lot of work. It took a lot of time. But now I'll be there. And I'll get to show you all of that. So that's my announcement. I'm moving. I'm not moving out of New York City. Someday I'll do that, but right now I'm just moving to a different borough. And it's an exciting move for me. So I hope you're excited too. If you have any questions about this move, leave them in the comments, or if there's stuff that specifically that you want to see during this process, leave them in the comments, let me know. I'll try to show you as much as I can. All right, that's all. Just a short video about me moving to Brooklyn in less than a month. So if you're not subscribed, please click or tap right here to subscribe. And if you want to check out a random video from my channel, click or tap there. Thank you as always very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.